Welcome back to the Playbook Sports Podcast. It's Addison in the bottom corner here at the Playbook_AO if you want to give me a follow on Twitter. Today, we're going to be breaking down the Chicago Bears schedule. Just a quick reaction, a little bias here from a Bears fan, but I'm going to try to keep it as realistic as possible. I think there will be steps of progression made, but it's just how big are the steps, and we're going to find out. Week 1, got the Green Bay Packers coming to town. I love this matchup early in the season. It's not the Aaron Rodgers Packers. You can't just chalk this up as an early L. I'm going to give the Bears the W. I like the additions made in the offseason. DJ Moore, the defense just getting beefed up a little bit. Jordan Love, we'll see what he's got week 1. Might take a while to get used to being a starter. So we give the Bears 1-0 to start the season. In week 2, we're going to Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay. Week 2, Baker Mayfield at quarterback. Don't know really what's going to happen there, how the team's going to look. They did keep some pieces in Tampa Bay, so it might not be as easy as I want it to be, but I'm going to give the Bears this one as well. They're going to start out 2-0. And I know I said I'm going to keep it realistic, and we'll go farther, and we'll see that. And one wake-up call right now is week 3, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. You're going to the best team in football's home stadium. And Patrick Mahomes has a grudge against the Bears. Last time they played, he rushed for a touchdown, then he counted to 10 on his fingers because that's where he got picked, and the Bears passed on him. And this is where I think they're going to take their first L of the season. 2-1, just tough running into Kansas City. That's a loss for most teams. Next week after that, coming back home, got the Denver Broncos in town. Sean Payton, I think he's going to fix this Denver team, and they're going to be better than what they were last year. They might meet expectations that were set last year. I think he's going to have the offense rolling. I really like Denver's defense. I like their skill weapons. And sadly, I think this is going to be a game the Bears lose as well. So the Bears are going to start out 2-2 through 4 weeks. End of the day, it's not the worst start, and I will take that gladly. Week 5, Thursday Night Football against the Washington Commanders in a rematch primetime game of last year. Last year's game was ugly. I want to say it was 12-7 final, which is just disgusting. This year, I'm hoping it's different. Washington going to be a bottom-tier team. A lot of people expect. I'm hoping the Bears can get this done to start out 3-2. And then we come back home week 6 against the Minnesota Vikings. Division winner last year. Offense is still there with Kirk Cousins. They've got Jay Jettas, Jordan Addison in the draft. Their offense is going to be there. But what's the defense look like? Marcus Davenport on a prove-it deal, trying to get paid again next year, even larger. It's going to be an interesting game, but I am going to chalk this one up as a loss. I think the Vikings offense might be just a little too much. It's tough because it's in Chicago, but I got the Bears going 3-3 through the first 6 weeks. The next week is also at home. We'll homestand there 2 in a row. The Las Vegas Raiders are coming to town, and this is when I think the Bears get it done. Obviously, teams are different, but Justin Fields was able to beat the Raiders when they played his first year starting, and I think the Bears have gotten better since then. And maybe the Raiders, it's interesting. Jimmy Garoppolo, Devontae Adams, they do have good weapons. It's going to be a good game, but I like the Bears to sneak that one out. So we're going 4-3 before we go on the road to the Los Angeles Chargers, and that's a tough game as well. AFC West this year for the Bears on their AFC division they're playing. I'm going to have the Bears lose this game. Chargers, I just really like Herbert. The weapons they have, defense still is good. If Bose is healthy and they're moving around, the Chargers are a good team. So through 8 weeks, I got the Bears at 4-4. Nothing special yet, but overall, I think this would be, improvement from last year already, more wins. I would like the Bears. That'd be great. I think 4-4 through 8 weeks. And then we got the New Orleans Saints on the road going down to New Orleans. This is a good game, but I want to say the Bears get this W here. Derek Carr, New Orleans, the team has a better situation at quarterback now, but what's it look like? They've lost some pieces on the defense. Obviously, the draft, they got a piece, but it's just an interesting spot. I like the Bears here. Carolina, the week after that, I think this is a game that the Bears want to win because they own Carolina's first-round pick. So this is a game that they can help, have a better pick in the draft, and obviously win. It is a primetime game. Little Justin Fields, Bryce Young matchup. If Fields sucks and Bryce Young looks great, people are going to be saying, man, maybe the Bears made the wrong move and should have picked Bryce Young. Hopefully that's not the case, and the Bears get the W here. So we got the Bears at 6-4, running into the Detroit Lions on the road. Detroit team that everybody expects to be the division winner this year. Their draft overall questioned early, but I do like the draft they had. I think Detroit has gotten better. Jared Goff at quarterback still. I think that holds them back a little bit. But at the end of the day, they were a game away from the playoffs last year, a shootout with Seattle for being in. I think the Bears sadly lose this game on the road. Detroit's going to be a good team this year. So I think the Bears 6-5. And then they run into Minnesota again. This one is on the road. And I want to say Bears are going to be able to split with one of the two teams, Vikings or Lions. I'm going to go with the Vikings. So I'm going to give the Bears the W here on the road to Minnesota. The road team wins both games of this division matchup. And I think the Bears will split with Minnesota. And this has got them going into the bye of week 13, another late bye, which sort of sucks. Had the Bears at week 14 bye last year. And this year they got a week 13 bye. That's just how it rolls sometimes. So I got the Bears at 7-5 after the bye week at week 13, and you're running into the Detroit Lions at home. And again, this is a team that people expect to be the division favorite, division winner this year. And sadly, I'm going to have the Bears lose both games to Detroit. We put the Bears at 7-6 after week 14. And now this is probably the toughest matchup for me. It's the Cleveland Browns with the Chicago Bears. I absolutely love Cleveland's roster. Everybody knows it. I gush about them as much as I can. And I'm going to gush about the roster a little bit more. I think the Cleveland Browns will get this done this week. Put the Bears to 7-7. I think at this point, Deshaun Watson's rust will be completely gone. The defense for Cleveland, if they're healthy, they're going to be dominant. At the end of the day, they do have Nick Chubb and Amari Cooper. I like Cedric Tillman getting added to that wide receiver room. I think the Browns have a potential chance to be a little bit scary. So I'm going to give them the dub here. I have the Bears at 7-7 with 3 games left on the schedule. And then the game after the Browns is the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm going to give the Bears a W here to put them at 8-7. At this point, the Cardinals should have Kyler Murray, but how does he look coming back mid-season? What does the team overall look like? Is this a year where the Cardinals struggle? And it's a sort of a situation where they're wanting to lose, not trying to lose, but the organization doesn't mind it because they have better picks. So I'm gonna give the Bears a W there to go to 8-7. And then the week after this, Atlanta Falcons in Chicago. I'm gonna give the Bears a W here as well. Desmond Ridder, I just don't believe in. I like the pieces in Atlanta. I like the additions to the defense they've made. Their skill weapons, you can gush about them. Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. I like Jonnu Smith addition to free Kyle Pitts up, get him off the line as much. But the quarterback there, Desmond Ridder. And if my scenario is playing out, Bears are playing for playoff hopes here. And I think they're going to get a dub to go to 9-7, which then puts the season-ending game in Lambeau Field against the Green Bay Packers. Bears will be 9-7. Hopefully Green Bay's got 3 wins. We'll obviously see, but I mean, let's just hope that's the case. But Bears are fighting for their playoff lives here in my scenario, and I think they're going to get the job done on the road. Going to sweep the Green Bay Packers. The first year Aaron Rodgers is out of town. Justin Fields is going to take over the rivalry. Chicago Bears are going to show dominance, go 10-7, maybe not win the division because I like the Lions, but sneaking for a wild card spot. I think Bears can finish 10-7, maybe again, a little biased here. Try to keep it realistic. Maybe you want to say 9-8. I could believe you, but 10-7, I got the Bears going, sneaking in on a wild card spot. And hey, let's see what we got. So just leave some comments, leave some reactions to this video. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm right. And again, Twitter is at the playbook_AO. Make sure to check out our website, playbooksportspodcast.com. TikTok, YouTube, we're uploading every day. Just trying to get as much content out there. So again, appreciate the views, comments, likes, anything you guys can give. And have a great day. Go Bears.